Oh, hey, it's been a while. I'm back with another video, and today I'm wearing my mom's striped long sleeve, and I thrifted these millenary kind of like, where is it? And then I added my friend's bookmark because I don't know, I feel like it just looks very unique and chic. I just love the combination of all these elements together. But today I'm working from home. I just did some admin work and I was like, wait, I actually look really good today. So I was like, I'm just gonna record. And in today's episode, I'm gonna be talking about some of my favorite creative print media publication that I have in my collection, because I feel like ever since, I don't know, like last year or the year before, I've been collecting a lot of fashion media. I like creative media in general, like fashion art. I like to consider food as part of art because you kind of create something. It's within a creative line. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So first, I've got this collection of little book of different designers, and I kind of highlighted them, some of them. But I got these at a warehouse sale, and I think they buy the publication well back. I'm sure you've seen them at your local bookshop, but I got them each for like $2 at a warehouse sale in Brunswick, and I feel like they're such a great book to, if you really want to learn about the houses, the designer houses that you're interested in. For me, obviously I'm into Prada for the last few, let's say like year or two, so there's a lot of highlighted because I kind of like things that they delved into, such as the history and like the aesthetic that they kind of go into. They also talk about Miu Miu and how it correlates with its sister, like how Miu Miu is the little sister shop of Prada, and like different patterns that they use, their characteristic. And yeah, even like they even touch about the art and design aspect of Prada. And it goes the same with the other two that I have, which was Balenciaga and Yves Saint Laurent. But I feel like the Balenciaga here was more on the Cristobal Balenciaga more than the Demna era of Balenciaga. Whereas with the Saint Laurent, I haven't really read them yet, but it's just in my shelf at the moment. But yes, I do enjoy these books. And the second thing is, I got this Loewe magazine. This one is the Japan edition. My friend Hannah got it for me, so shout out to Hannah. She got it for me from Japan, and this is the issue 5 when they had the collection with Anna Fujita. I have the scarf from the collaboration. I don't know if you've seen my last video of my pickups, but yeah, these are really great. And I love that Loewe during J.W. Anderson era, it really kind of delves into the art realm as well, and kind of give more perspective on how the design kind of comes to life. And yeah, but the only downside is it's in Japanese. My Japanese isn't that good, y'all. Like I can converse with people, but I can't read for shit. So such a shame, but it's still nice to look at. And like they have some photos from the collection, they have photos from the runway show, and some editorial interviews that I can't read again. It's in Japanese, but still a good book. Next we have, I started collecting these like earlier this year, but it's by Cafe Royal Books. These two photography portrait book from the England, or like the punk scene rather, around the 60s and 70s, at least the one that I have with me. And I just like to look at them because I feel like they have it's good inspiration as well, especially if you work in like creative and like fashion. You need sometimes Pinterest and like Instagram. They kind of recycle, like the algorithm kind of recycle aesthetic, and it really focuses on niche trends. So if you want to get a breath of fresh air, I recommend getting like some sort of history fashion book, or like in this case like portraits, because I picked this up 2 days ago. It's called Free Photographic Omnibus Portrait by Daniel Meadows. Um, but like some of these photos, like when I look at it, it's like you could still see people dressing up like this nowadays with like the resurgence of, at least in my city, everyone basically look like this. So fashion history is still relevant until now because they always recycle anyway. But yeah, we have that, and then the next. For now, it's mostly just fashion related, but I'll get into the others after. I picked this up from the op shop the other day. It's the fashion book by Faden, the fashion book, and oh my god, such a steal! First of all, it's $2, and it's this thick. And they kind of, in every page, they kind of touch a tiny bit of explanation about each designers or each icons of. I'm not too sure when they published this, but it covers a lot. They have Endemil Mesta, they have Hussein Chalayan, they have Henry Clark, a lot, like Cartier, like the original Cristobal Balenciaga, Daniel Brooks, David Bowie, Lee Bowery, Mark Bohan, Bill Blass, Manolo Blahnik, Dick Bickenbecks, like the whole thing is in here. It's literally the fashion Bible. Like I said what I said. Like I'm not Christian, but this is the fashion Bible basically. Well, such a good purchase, $2. And now we get into something more easier to find. We have magazines. I cannot get enough of magazines. I have like a stack of magazines down there. But at the moment, my current top 2 magazine is TB Magazine and This Dazed Korea. For TB Magazine, it's I'm gonna say they're pretty emerging. They're Australian based, and I love the editorial and the conceptual as well. They're very punk-ish. I don't know if it's just like, but for the ones that I have in my collection, they're all very kind of explore the genre of punk and those kind of like those dark, I might even say emo, grunge aesthetic of fashion, which I'm not complaining, honestly. I love them as well. But yeah, I just love the editorial, and I love how they always collaborate with emerging designers and like kind of like becoming this bridge between the emerging designers and like more international audience. Like there's a shoot with Japanese breakfast, and yeah, and good editorial. And with Dazed Korea, I feel like Dazed magazine in general is just popping off. Dazed, ID magazine, Men About Town, I think those are my current favorite magazine publication. But for this specific Dazed Girl Korea, not only has Eyelit, it also has this editorial by by the photography Moni Hayworth, called What It Feels Like to Be a Girl. I just love the aesthetic of the shot and like the styling as well. Very grunge. I think I'm into grunge stuff at the moment, like very desaturated, but the outfit is very kind of over exaggerated but clean silhouette, and kind of like that soft look, but not necessarily soft as in like, like in like a softer way, but more like muted styling, but over exaggerated muted, I guess is what I would call it. But yeah, we have that, and then again with print, obviously books. This is a good book because I curate stuff for a show. Honestly, y'all, I don't understand what's going on. Like, honestly, I am not the best well-read person. Letting it out there. But I do enjoy reading. In non-performative way. Like, I genuinely love readings. Mostly fiction. But every now and then I dabble into this kind of books, including this What is Existentialism book that I've read maybe 5 pages and gave up because it actually had my brain to read it. But yeah, and then I have this book by, it's The End File by Paul Floss. I got this for free from the gallery that I work for. It's basically an interview about this old magazine in Australia. I mean, they became New York based, and it kind of really delve into how they began and they started. I am interested in creating my own magazine, but that's a bigger fish to fry because at the moment I feel like I can't. Maybe I can. It's just I don't have the time to do it yet. But yeah, it really delves into how they kind of started the magazine and like the ups and downs, the financial and collaborative. And when I read this, I was like, wow, it's so cool. Also, like, I really want to purchase their magazines as well, but it's so hard to track down. So if you know any art and text magazines, especially edition 72, edition 78, and 62, I would really appreciate it if you have any leads. But yeah, it's just a great book to really get to know how this magazine started, which kind of, it gives me a bit of existential crisis, a bit of stress, because dang, like I feel like my brain is just not wired that way, because these people are usually very highly academic and very, up there in terms of like their creation, and I feel like I'm kind of still honing my own creation, like my creative side. But then again, I feel like we don't really know when we will be ready. I mean, you will know, obviously, but anyway. Another magazine I wanted to add. Oh, here it is. Interview magazine. Now, I'm not a fan of Selena Gomez or Benny Blanco, but I do love Interview magazine. Creative direction. I love the newspaper paper feels. Ooh. And I just love it. And I love the interview that they do with like different celebrities and different artists. My dream publication, y'all. This and Man Girls. Love their publication as well. This is like my cherished. This and my ID magazine are my two possessed magazines. Love this one. I really like. I asked them if they're gonna stock Homegirls and anymore, like the local magazine that I go to, but I don't know if they will. But it's nice knowing I have one. So I don't know if you guys can see so far, but that's all the print. I still have more, but we'll get into it. This one, got it when I was working at the gallery again. Song Wheel. They're all tattoo artists. One's Coco Star, which I am a big fan of. I would love to get a Coco Star tattoo on my body. Yeah. I'm just gonna open it. Yes, it is the tattoo book. I think it's from a Japanese publication. Oh, I really wish I know what's the name of, because they were really nice, because their booth was right next to my gallery. But yeah, when I say my gallery, I mean the gallery that I work for. Not, I don't have an actual gallery, y'all. Jamie Oliver. Who does not love Jamie Oliver? Maybe now, but he used to look so cute. And like, okay, did I buy this Jamie Oliver recipe book because basically I have a bunch of photos of young Jamie Olivers? Yes. Well, yes. Like, where is it? And also, like, the graphic is amazing. Like, this book is probably published and printed like back in the early 2000s, but the quality and the graphic is just amazing, top notch. Oh my god, like, oh, like, is this not a magazine editorial? And oh my god, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, again, this is creative because he creates, well, not really, because he did not create Thai salad, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I do have more, which I'm gonna go through. Bear with me. I got this as a birthday present from my friend Keshav. It's a book on New York fashion. I got it for my birthday. And if you say you're into New York fashion, then you need this. It delves into the whole New York fashion designers at the time. Like, you guys know the Antwerp 6, 7, 8, whatever, but do you know the New York? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 New York fashion designers. Exactly. And the Mula Messa, yeah, Dirk Birkenbecks, yeah, Walter Van Berendonk, yeah, Margiela. Well, okay, I guess you know they're like two different professionals on like two different aesthetic and spectrum. Obviously they included Carrie Bradshaw in this, because you could not talk about New York fashion without the queen herself, Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, well, I'm just really yapping about books that I have right now, which I'm not complaining, and I might as well do a self plug. Get yourself an Oki magazine on Instagram at Oki Magazine. I styled this. I'll be my first ever editorial, my first ever print media. I selected this look. I selected the models, and I'm really satisfied and happy with how the outfit turns out, the details, y'all. But yeah, that's all for today's yapping. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it, you know what, you could even put this as a background noise. Sometimes when I'm studying, I just like to listen to someone yap, and this video would be great. So yeah, bye.